and no brush. Although I teach all around the desert, I teach some 11 classes a week, including 3 for teenagers. I don't know quite where that thought just went. Talking about these oil paintings, is that what that surface is called is impasto. It's an Italian word which means like paste. So the oil paint is not diluted at all with any linseed oils or turpentines or anything. Just used straight up like paste. And so it renders the surface with a lot of texture. My subject matter is always figurative, and the reason for that is that I find the figure to be a vehicle for emotions. And for me, the work that I most appreciate, and also work of other people, other artists, is work that instills or motivates a certain emotion inside of you. Doesn't have to be happy, and usually mine are not. Usually they're although in the portrait of Dr. Shaw and family, it is a happy portrait. I mean, it can be done. But it's going in and finding an emotion and then expressing it. So my work would best be described as impressionistic / expressionistic. So if you've ever wondered about those terms, one is giving your impressions of something and the other one is expressing something about yourself. Also, another thing that's interesting about these pieces is the piece with the mirror, the piece next to it of the nude, and the 2 pieces on the end are from my left-handed series. And I had rotator cuff surgery on my painting arm after a fall. So that's a long recovery. And so I couldn't paint at all, couldn't lift my right arm for a very long time. So I flipped my studio and I said, okay, maybe I'll come up with something abstract. I'm not ambidextrous, having never used my left hand. And what I found I could do was I couldn't hold the tool, I couldn't hold the brush, and I couldn't control it enough to work with it, but I could finger paint. I just pick up the paint, and so the one with the mirror, the nude down that way, and the 2 on the end are all from that series. And the other thing about that series, I was just saying to somebody, is that it allowed me to go to right brain after 70 years of using left brain to paint. And so that was very different. So what you find in some of these paintings is they're very organized. The backgrounds that are behind the figure, there's a great deal of organization to them. And so I brought that into a lot of my work. And the color, I'm a colorist. I've been described more than anything as this artist is a colorist. And what that means is I push color to maximum. And I know we're in the desert and I know people appreciate beige. Right? But I just absolutely love color and combinations of color. I have a real love affair. Every year I get a love affair with particular colors. This year my love affair is with quinacridone violet, which is a very, very deep violet that you'll see in the portrait up there. I teach a lot in the desert. I teach all over the place. I teach life drawing. I teach at the Desert Art Center. I teach here at the at-risk teenagers. Run an art program for a very long time for them. And I really enjoy teaching. I teach all levels. So if any of you have always wanted to get back to your art or have always wanted to do it, take a class. I was just saying that to somebody. Find a class because that allows you to commit to it, number 1. And number 2, you get some instruction. Like I wouldn't jump in and work on somebody's dentistry in here. No, same idea, kind of.
I do want to say we do have Meredith's cards kind of around the office. If you can't find one, I do have them all over the place. Just ask one of us and we'll show you where to get her information. But you do have a website, correct?
I do. I have a website.
All right.
It's Meredy Volz, VOLZ. That's it.
And are there any other local galleries that they can see your?
Tomorrow I'm in a show at University, the Artist Council show. I was just in a show at the Galen here, the Artist Council show at the Palm Springs Art Museum in Palm Springs. Let's see, where else? I have assorted pieces in assorted places, but not just pulled things out.
And do you do custom?
Pardon me?
Do you do custom work?
Yes, I do. And so I take on commissions. So if you want a portrait, a colorful portrait, I work from photographs, so you don't have to sit for it. Or if you always want to do something like a nude of yourself, I'm game for that. Right? And I can be very flattering.
So one place.
You've always be flatter me, absolutely.
Thank you, Meredy.
Thank you so much. So yes, if you guys want more information on Meredy, you can always call our office as well, and we can relay that information. Thank you for everything you do for us.
You're welcome. And vice versa.
Yes, thank you. So, next person, 3D Diamonds next door. Patients find it quite relaxing before or after treatment to get their nails and fingers done. Also a very good supporter of ours. My wonderful staff is running around here everywhere. I'm sure you guys met my wife Mallory, Denise, Renee, Annie, our marketing manager. She's always hiding. She's shy one, so talk to her a lot today. Lots of pictures too. Last but not least, today is the first day we are launching stem cells in dentistry here at this office. And after about a year of working on some patients and running some results, the question was not, do stem cells work? But the question was, what if they work well and we're not offering it to our patients? So we started doing some treatments on different patients with neuropathic pain, a need for bone grafting, soft tissue grafting, gum rejuvenation. And the results that I've been getting were phenomenal. So we've documented them and gone on a roadshow on lecturing to our colleagues from different fields such as anesthesiology and internal medicine and cosmetics and lasers and orthopedics and on it goes the application we have now for amniotic fluid, cord blood stem cells, which is from essentially the cord of life, where we harvest these army of engineers to do the job for us where there's inflammation. So the applications in dentistry are very simple. Temporomandibular pain, like if you guys have people that you know that have TMJ pain, or people that have had root canals that are failing, that need retreatment, we can go underneath them and inject them and resolve the problem. So likely you don't have to get that tooth retreated. Or if you have recession on your gums, we have techniques where we put in now collagen membranes and let them absorb with stem cells and amniotic fluid and things of that sort. So very cutting edge technology. We're launching it as of this week here in this office. Particularly Tony was one of our subjects. Tony came out about 9 months ago. We had done an upper full arch rehabilitation with defects that we restored with stem cells and implants that we placed subsequently. And today, Tony has a pretty good smile, I'd say.
I've got an awesome smile, which I didn't have before.
So his case, we are currently in the process of publication with his case, but it was one of our first one. Another one I encountered was a patient that was numb this side of the face, and we were able to within 3 months recover sensation to about 75% recovery, and that was also one of my first interactions with the stem cells. But other than that, they have a very good saying. They say, don't trust the skinny chef, okay? Our chef Danny, you can trust him. I'm not saying he's big, but he's definitely not skinny, and he makes great food. And I hope you guys can mingle and get to know each other, and we make great friends here every time we have a party that hopefully lasts a lifetime. Thank you very much for coming out. Enjoy yourself.